Aloha! Welcome to Invited Back with Sabbath Kapahu. It is my hope that wherever you are as you're listening to this podcast today, you will find a sacred space of solidarity, the reminder that you are normal and that you are not alone, even in the spaces that feel hard to talk about or unseen in marriage and motherhood. Today, I wanted to talk about anger. Now, if we've hung out for any period of time, you will have heard me joke around that I was so kind and so gentle and so patient before I had kids. And the reality is it's not actually a joke. I feel like that. I thought that motherhood was going to be joyful. I thought that I would be able to handle the big emotions, but the reality is that the more I deal with the big emotions of my kids, the more I realize I haven't really learned to deal with my own. I was talking with a friend recently about the reality that sometimes we just don't enjoy our kids, and it feels scary and shameful to say that out loud because we forget to talk about that when we share about the reality of motherhood. It is okay if sometimes they are too noisy, too naggy, too needy, and you don't feel like being around them. And what's interesting, I was telling my friend this, is that the more I press in to my need for the grace of God, the more I spend time with Him, sometimes I feel like the more irritable I get. I can't say that I know exactly why that happens, but my hunch is that we are doing holy work and the enemy knows our trigger points. And the more we press in and seek the Lord for His wisdom and His love and His strength, the more the enemy will try to discourage us. Let me give you a very recent example. I was at the kitchen sink washing dishes, and in my AirPods this particular time was Carrie Job on repeat. And the song, I think the title is The More I Seek You. And the words are really simple, and I've been playing this song over and over again recently. And I love to connect with the Lord through worship. I am not a singer, but I do love to sing to myself. So here I am at the sink, just listening to these words wash over me, singing them over and over again. The more I seek you, the more I find you. The more I find you, the more I love you. And it goes on, and then towards the end of the second verse, this line, which I love, is, and I melt in your peace. It's overwhelming. Okay, so here I am at the kitchen sink. I've just been playing this song on repeat. Sorry that you hear my littles in the background. They are not following my directions to stay quiet because mommy's recording, but that is real life. So I'm just going to continue on. So I was at the kitchen sink. These words are coming through my head and my heart, and all of a sudden one of my littles comes up to me. And I can't honestly remember what she said or what she needed, but I turned to her, and in all my holiness, I was so annoyed, and I said something that wasn't very nice to her. And quickly in my heart, I thought, oh my goodness, Sab, what is happening? What happened to melting in his peace? What happened to the more I seek you, the more I find you? I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's kind of like the more I seek you, the more irritated I get at everyone else. And again, I am not going to try and explain that, but I'm just going to say that if that happens to you, you are not alone. And let's keep seeking Him. We cannot let our big emotions and our misguided reactions keep us from continuing to seek the one who we can melt in His peace, the one who will give us everything we need for this journey of motherhood. So, Mama, I just want to say to you that if you feel more angry than ever before as a mom, you're not alone. And there is grace, and there is hope, and there is a loving Father on the other side of that who will give you grace for each moment. Until next time, friends, aloha.